If you just recently suffered a spinal cord injury and you're barely trying to get your bearings after the injury, you're not alone, and there's a lot of stuff that's going to go through your mind over the next couple of weeks. The first thing that you really need to understand is that you're in shock right now. Your body is in shock and your mind is in shock. I think that spinal cord injuries and brain injuries, but more specifically spinal cord injuries, because you're fully aware of what's going on, they're a huge shock to your mind, to your emotions. Everything that you are changed. And for some people, the impact of understanding this or starting to understand this is huge. So right now, during these first few days, first few weeks, even months to some degree, you are in shock. Everything is different. There's uncertainty all over the place. And everything that you knew about yourself, everything that you knew about your life, about your family, about your future has now changed. That's why you feel the way that you feel. I think the biggest thing that has changed after the spinal cord injury is the level of uncertainty. That's what's causing you anxiety. That's what's causing you unrest. That's what's causing you not to be able to sleep. And that's what's causing you to worry. I think that we don't like to not know what's next. We don't like to not know what's coming down the road. And when a spinal cord injury happens, everything now is uncertain. Your future, your finances, your body, how much you're going to recover. Just so many things change. So right now, you're going through a lot of emotions and you're going through a lot of uncertainty. And that's something that you have to understand. But I would really want you to accept that. Accept those feelings, accept that uncertainty, and accept that everything that's going around you is normal. It's something that's going to have to happen and something that you're going to have to go through. The second thing that I think that you need to understand is that it's going to take time, right? It's going to take time for you to start putting the pieces together. It's going to take time for your family to start adjusting to your new way of life or to what's going on. You're going to have the period of being in the hospital, the period of being in rehabilitation, and you're going to have to go through certain obstacles to get even a fraction of your life back. So that's what's going to happen right now. The second one is that you don't need to really have any answers, to be honest. I think that you don't really want to have all the answers at this point. I think that one of the things that we want, especially because of the anxiety and uncertainty that I was telling you about just a few seconds ago, you really want to know what's next. You really want to know how your life is going to turn out. But the reality is that nobody knows. You don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows. And the only thing that you can rely on is that every day you're going to learn something new. And every day it's going to be a new challenge, but that challenge is going to teach you something new. So you don't need to have all the answers, and your family for certain doesn't have to know all the answers. Ask questions, reach out to other people with spinal cord injuries, talk to your family, talk to friends, explain what's going on, talk to a therapist if the rehabilitation center that you are in or if the hospital that you're in provides therapy. Don't say no to it. It's super important. I never had therapy when I started recovering, and I should have, right? Because it's a huge shock. It's a huge burden that you're carrying, and you have a lot of questions. Talk to a rehab specialist, talk to your occupational therapist, talk to your physical therapist, talk to your doctor. And even then, all these folks are not going to have all the answers because your spinal cord injury is different. And in the end, I think that you just have to accept and have to understand that you don't need all the answers at this time. Finally, the other thing that you need to know about right now as you're starting to learn about your disability, about your injury, the final thing that you have to know about is things will get better. I don't know if they'll get better quick. I don't know if they'll get better in the long run, but they will get better. That's the only certainty that you have, that things are going to get better. But you have to have that mindset, and you have to have that way of thinking, and you have to have the will to just keep going forward. I urge you to don't quit. I urge you to keep going forward. I urge you to try to keep a positive mind. It doesn't matter if you feel angry. It doesn't matter if you feel tired. It doesn't matter if you want to break things. That's normal. I'm not going to say break things, but scream if you can, shout if you can, be angry if you can, but at the same time, know that these emotions need to pass, because you, and I'm sorry I'm going to say this, need to put your first foot forward. I know that sounds ridiculous, but it's just a way of saying things, right? It's a saying. You have to make sure that you keep moving forward, because things are going to improve. So let's go over it real quick. The first thing that you need to understand is that you, mentally, emotionally, and your body are going through shock right now. There's just a lot of stuff going on with your body. Second, you don't need to have all the answers at this time. You really don't. And if you keep trying to have all the answers at this moment in time, you're just going to go through more heartache, more pain, more uncertainty, and you're going to make it more difficult for yourself. So just accept that you don't have to have all the answers. And finally, just keep moving forward. It doesn't matter if it's slow. It doesn't matter if it's small steps forward. It doesn't matter if you're just taking it one day at a time. Hell, 1 hour of the time. Right now, you deserve all the grace in the world. You deserve all the grace and all the support in the world. So seek it. Welcome it. Let people help right now. Eventually, you're going to start getting the hang of things. Eventually, you're going to get your independence back. To what degree, it depends on you, but you're going to get things falling in place soon, as long as you continue moving forward. If you have a spinal cord injury, if it's recent, or if you know somebody that has a spinal cord injury right now and it's recent, please share this video with them. Ask your questions below. Let me know what you think. Share your thoughts, share your feelings. That's why this channel is here, and that's why I created this channel. My name is Beto. I have 31 years of experience living with a spinal cord injury, and I want to share my anecdotes. I want to share my life lessons. I want to share everything that I've learned over the last 31 years of living with a spinal cord injury with you and with your family. Please subscribe, support, and I'll see you in the next one.